Good morning or good afternoon. Lovely to see you today. It is spring. You can't see them, but I have some nice daffodils behind me, and I hope things are blooming where you are. We're in the unusual situation of being somewhat locked down. So since I can't be working with you in person as I'm used to, I thought I would make this video. This is going to be a 30-minute chair yoga class. In this chair yoga class, we use our chair both sitting and standing. So we'll go through a series of seated postures, and then we'll come up to standing and work behind our chair and beside our chair. You might want to put your chair also close to a wall if you'd like that other safety of having a hand on the chair maybe and a hand on the wall, and you'll see what that means. So I'm Sherry Evans. I teach in the Portsmouth, New Hampshire area, both chair yoga and gentle yoga. And I'm doing a lot of videos from home, but I'm also teaching virtually from the Gateway Studio. So it's nice to keep up my practice and also nice to be in touch with folks even if we cannot be together. Okay, welcome. And I hope you are all well and taking great care of yourselves. And we are all being challenged to reach inside, find our resiliency, find our positive energy, find our strength, and connect. That is probably the most important part about this, is that we need to and must maintain our connections, find new ones, find new ways to connect. So I'm sure and I hope you are able to establish that. All right, we are in our chairs. Mine does not have armrest. If yours does, we will use those armrests as we move through class. We're going to start by sitting in the chair with our knees about the same distance apart as our hips, and then our feet 90 degrees straight down to the floor. I always teach barefoot. Shoes, of course, if you're more comfortable in shoes or socks. The standing part of class is going to work quite a bit on balance. So whether shoes on or shoes off, we'll be doing that. Okay, so your feet are flat on the floor, whether in shoes or not. And just take a moment to bring your attention to your feet. Feel how they are connected to the earth. Take a little inventory: heel, side of the foot, ball of the foot, toes, even through your shoes. Feel that connection to the earth. And then coming up to our spines, gently rub side to side and feel that you can press back into the chair. So we've got this bunch of angles here, coming up from the legs, coming back towards the hips, and coming up through the shoulders and up through the crown of the head. And we're going to begin class with just settling into our breath and centering. We just physically centered ourselves in the chair, and let's take just a minute or so to center our breath. So inhaling through the nose, a little bit longer than usual. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just continue through class to be aware of that your breath is just a little bit deeper. We need to take it out of here and bring it down. If you're experiencing any anxiety, that would be so completely normal, but through breathing, we can begin to lower that anxiety just a little bit. So just I'll remind you throughout class to come back and just connect with your breath. Okay, let's take and just look over one shoulder and then look over the other shoulder. So inhaling as you go to one side, exhaling as you go to the other. Taking this at whatever pace works for you. As always, just going to your gentle edge. Feel your stretch, but try not to overextend it. And then return to a neutral position. Neutral position is this. Feet on the floor, hands on your lap or the armrests, and looking straight ahead. And now we're going to take the head in a different direction. We're going to look up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Chin comes down towards the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, leave the chin down. You might feel some stretching behind the neck. And now just take the chin side to side, nice and easy. Just with an awareness of a little bit of a stretch you might be getting in the neck. Now bring the chin back down, so you're looking down. Inhale up and exhale. Beautiful. Taking your arms either on your armrests or just at your side, whatever feels best to you. We'll inhale the shoulders up and exhale them down. Inhale up and exhale down. Up, exhale down. Like if you would like, now add some rolling. So as the shoulders roll forward, come up, exhale down, forward, up, down. I hear a little bit of creaking in here. I know I am. Okay. And now reverse that. So shoulders back, up, forward, down. Nice. And everything doing to within your ability. Never going to your pain place. Just staying within your gentle edge. And exhaling down. And return those hands right to your lap. Wonderful. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to slide our feet out now. I'm going to lift mine just a little bit higher. Yours can be on the floor if you'd like. Now we're going to flex them back so you feel a nice stretch behind the legs. Hamstrings, calves. Point, flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Widen just a little bit, and now circle. Nice. Again, more creaking. Snapping, snap, crackle, pop. Other direction. Nice. Getting those ankles all warmed up. Beautiful. And we'll place the feet back down under us, and we'll come back to our neutral position. And again, you might have your hands on your armrests, so you might have them down at your side. We're just going to do some gentle lifts. Lifting your legs one at a time, kind of in a slow motion way. You will notice that my cat named Abby has just joined us. She loves yoga. And now just add arms nice and easy. And as always, always, always gentle edge. Your arms do not have to look like mine. It's just the idea of reaching upward. We're going to do one more to each side. So here is 2, and here is 1, and returning back to neutral. Nice job. Inhale. And exhale. We both, before we come to standing, we'll just do our usual, for those of you who have been a part of any classes that I've taught, we'll do our usual jog into town. And as we know, not much is open right now, but we're just going to go into our imaginations, and we're going to imagine that there is something open. We need to buy something, or we need to have tea, or we need to have coffee, and we're just going to jog, 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 jog. And do this. Maybe you start kind of slow. Maybe you go a little faster because you really need your coffee. So maybe you go just a little bit faster. Or or maybe you're getting tired, or maybe your place to get coffee is close by, so you just kind of slow it down. But hopefully you might be feeling your heart rate increase just a little bit. So we've done some stretching, and now with this more aerobic movement, we are getting the circulation moving before we come up to some of our balance poses that require just a little more energy. Okay, we are there, and let's begin to slow down, a little slow-mo jogging as we reach our destination, or maybe we are back home again. And hands down, inhale, and exhale. And we cannot forget our facial muscles. So you cannot see me, I cannot see you. So let's squeeze our eyes. Open them. Open your mouth. Squeeze up your nose. Tongue side to side. And just take an Maybe we've been holding some tension in our faces. And we need to just release some of that tension. Great. And before we come up to standing, let's just do one more pose that will help release tension. Okay, it's the lion's pose. So coming up into, here's your lion's claws. We're a pretty friendly lion. So we're just gonna give a little roar of warning. So inhale. Come back. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And we come back to our peaceful lion. All right, we're going to get ready to come to standing. Scoot yourselves forward in your chair. And have your feet flat on the floor. Hands, just place them right here for a moment. If you have armrests, go ahead and place your hands on your armrests. If you don't, reach them forward, lean the body forward, and come up to standing. I know you can't see my head right now, so we're going to back up so you feel the chair against your feet. We're going to reach back for the armrest or the bottom of the chair. We're going to sit, taking our time to sit. Press your buttocks back and come back to sit in the chair, placing your back against the chair. Great job. I'm going to do it one more time, and we'll stay standing this time. So slide yourselves forward. Hands on your armrests or straight forward. Inhale, coming up to standing. And then take and find your chair, the back or the armrest, and walk around. And place both hands on the chair. I'm going to turn mine just so you can see what I'm doing. All right, take a moment, take an inhale. And exhale, just to come into a comfortable place standing. We come into neutral also when we're standing. The way we do that is to come into our standing mountain. So right now I have my fingertips on the chair. I have all parts of my feet connected to the floor and looking straight ahead. Feel free to go ahead, release one arm, maybe release both arms. So if I didn't have this chair here, my standing mountain would be a nice aligned spine. So shoulders over hips, over knees, over feet. But again, be where you are comfortable and you feel steady and secure. Take a breath. And another. Placing the fingertips back on the chair. So I say fingertips, but it might be that you're holding on to the chair. It might be that you have one hand on the chair, one off. So for now, we're facing the chair. We have our weight equally on both legs. And we're just going to lean slightly forward, come up to the balls of our feet. Heels come down, bend into the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down, bend. Inhale up. exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice. One more up. And down. Bend. Release. Nice job. All right, so we're going to take and turn. So it's our right hip that is near the chair. Okay, and you're standing maybe 6 to 8 inches away from it. This is where, if you wanted to, you would put your chair on one side and have the wall next to you. So whatever you feel is the appropriate way to do these standing exercises. Okay, so we've got, for me, it's my right hand, right leg that is going to stay connected. Hand to chair, leg to the earth. And I'm just going to begin slowly inhaling the left leg, putting it back down. Notice how your right leg becomes really strong and sturdy for you. Nice. Weight-bearing exercises. That's what all of these standing postures are all about. And when you take the weight off of one and have the other one do all the work, they're even more powerful. Last one. And down. Weight back on both feet. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to do that again, but we're going to add a little something to it. So the weight stays on the right leg, right hand. We're going to lift and have both left leg, left arm come up. Nice job. Again, you don't have to look like me. You don't have to look like anyone else. You're reaching to your ability. Great. If you're tired, and just stop. Last one. Release. If you can let go, go ahead and let go. If that works for you, to just come back into standing mountain. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Right hand back on the chair. Take your left leg, spread it out. So widening your stance is what I usually say. Widening your stance. Great. And you have a little bend in the knees there. So we're going to leave the right hand on the chair and take the left out and back and out and back and out and back. Pausing right here. Lift the left arm up. Feel your steadiness. If you'd like to experiment with this right hand, maybe it can come off the chair. Maybe it can come all the way up. And release back. We'll come into, actually I think we'll do the goddess facing the chair. Great job. Okay, scissor back. So you're back to where you were. Left foot comes slightly forward. The right comes back behind you. Bend into the front leg. Inhale the left arm up so that you are in the warrior one pose. Pressing your back heel down, or at least seeking the floor behind you, and release and come back to standing. We're going to do that again. Right leg goes back, left is forward, left knee is bent, reaching up with the left hand. Another opportunity to change this up a little bit would be to take the right hand off, lift it in any way that you can, up. Maybe your arms are here, maybe they're here, wherever they are. This is a two-footed balance off of your center. Very tricky. And come back to standing. Just shake out those legs a little bit. Round of applause for you. Nicely done. Great. So what you would need to do now is just turn around so that your left hip is next to the chair. Again, maybe 6 to 8 inches away from it. So now our left leg gets an opportunity to be the weight-bearing leg. So we're just going to start. First, let's come right into our standing mountain. Just feel yourself steady and sturdy. Maybe you have a couple fingers on the chair. All good. It's all good. All we are achieving here We want movement. All right, I'm just guiding you through some possible ways to move. And we want to connect with our breath. Okay. So this time our right leg will move, our left leg stays standing. So we lift and down. Lift and down. So it's slow. As if you're taking a very high step as you begin to walk somewhere. Lift. And as you know, it's always good when you go to walk to lift high, maybe not this high. And now we're just going to add, feel free to take a rest before you add the arms. Nice. So we still have our left connected to the chair, our right leg, our right arm is moving. And let's do one more. Inhale up, release down. Beautifully, beautifully done. Back to our neutral standing mountain pose. Perhaps you take your hand off. Make sure you're looking straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Beautifully done. Hand back on the chair. Take a wider stance. Okay. And we're just going to keep for now the left hand on the chair. The right goes out. Just to shoulder height. Comes back. Goes out, comes back, beautiful, out, back. Now, out it goes, leaving it right there. Experiment with the idea of reaching this hand up and off in any way. In any way, this is a very stable stance. It's more stable than the feet together as we normally walk. And if you've had both arms up, bring them both down, bring the foot back. Beautiful job. Let's take our right foot slightly forward, our left back, press it down towards the floor, onto the floor if you can, right through your shoes, bending into the front knee, which for me is my right knee. Lift, right arm up, and release. Come back and lift. Feel that calf getting a giant, enormous, wonderful stretch. And release. Last one. Left leg back. Reach the right up. Check in with your steadiness. Widen your stance if you need to. And experiment with, again, lifting that left hand off the chair. Maybe it can join the right. Maybe you've got them out. Maybe you just have them not touching anything. Or just go back to lifting just the right hand. And then release this and come back to standing. Great job. You just did Warrior One on both sides. Excellent. One last standing posture. Then we'll come to seated. So we're coming back to facing our chair. And we're going to scissor the feet out, which is toes out, heels out, toes out. And you're doing this facing your chair. And right now you start with your hands right on the chair. Bend into the knees. We'll do this a couple of times. Straighten, bend, straighten like you're sliding your back right down a wall. Nice. Now we're going to bend and hold this bend of the knees. Taking, you choose which hand, taking one. So I've taken my hand out and away. So pretend the chair is in front of me. My knees are bent. I've taken one arm out. The other one is still on the chair. Okay. Bring it back down. Try, and let's straighten the legs for a moment. Nice. Bend into the legs again. Take the other arm out. And come back. And as you're ready, as you feel comfortable, you're facing the chair, you bend into the knees, you take one arm out and the other arm out. Okay? So you're looking something like this. and release. Find that chair whenever you need it. Bend into the knees and lift those arms up, and come into our cactus pose. So you have both hands, get both hands in here. You have both hands in our cactus pose for the goddess. And down and return. Scissor the feet back together. I'm going to put my chair right in front here. We're going to come back to seated. We're going to walk around. If you've got armrests, find the armrest so you can walk right around so that you're standing right in front of your chair. And either holding onto the armrest or just going down. We're going to place our buttocks on the chair and come to seated. Let your muscles relax. Let yourself be joyful around, okay, I'm seated, I'm down, excellent. And just come into your breath. Let those muscles begin to relax just a little bit. So we're back in our seated neutral. We've got our nice 90-degree angles going from the floor to the knee, knee back to the hips, hips up to the shoulders. Super fabulous. Okay. One more thing to do here. I'm going to do chair lifts. So if you've got your armrest, you have your hands on your arms. If you don't, you have your hands here, or you have them at the side of the chair. So this is where we lift the legs up, put them back down. So this is grabbing right onto our core. Lift, down, lift, down, lift, down. Two more. Lift, down. Last one. Lift. Down. Inhale. And exhale. Just draw the chin down one more time. Feel those shoulders lowering downward. Feel the back of the neck stretching out. And inhale, lift. Let's take a couple of nice inhales and exhales. Inhale. And release. Inhale. And release. Beautifully done. Look to the right. Look to the left. Look to the right. And look to the left. Nice. Hands on your armrests or on the chair or on your lap. Lifting the right leg and just circle right at the hip. And again, work within your abilities. No pain, just movement. Last one. And down. Left leg, lift it up, circle it out. Nice. Great. Your hips might be thanking you right now for this. Other direction. Beautifully done. And let's do one more. And release down. Beautiful. So come to your neutral seated position, your seated mountain, feeling the back of the chair against your back and your feet are flat on the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's place our hands together in our closing prayer pose. Let's join our voices in Om. Inhale. The light in me, the power, the resilience, the strength, honors and sees the light, the power, the resilience and strength in each one of you. with joy, compassion, and gratitude. Namaste. Wonderful to be with you today. Please use this practice. It was about 35 minutes long. Use bits of it, use it all as you need it. Feedback would be awesome. If you want to reach out to me, I think most of you have my email or my phone. Okay, take care.